Welcome! Today we've got an exciting comparison for you. It's the 2025 Honda ADV 160 versus the 2025 Honda PCX 160. Two of Honda's hottest scooters, both packing that punchy 160cc engine, but designed for slightly different vibes. So, which one's right for you? Should you go rugged with the ADV or sleek with the PCX? Stick around as we break it all down. Design, performance, features, practicality, and price. And by the end, we'll crown a winner. Let's roll. First up, let's talk looks. These scooters might share some DNA, but they're aiming at different crowds. The 2025 Honda ADV 160 is all about that city adventure vibe. Check out its rugged stance, taller ground clearance, chunkier tires, and a matte finish that screams, "I'm ready for anything." It's got this bold, aggressive front fascia and a two-stage adjustable windscreen that gives it a tough, go-anywhere attitude. Honda's even added some bronze accents on the handlebars and wheels for that premium touch. If you're into a scooter that looks like it can handle a gravel path as well as the urban jungle, the ADV's got your name on it. Now, flip the script to the 2025 Honda PCX 160. This one's the smooth operator. It's got those sharp, flowing lines and a glossy finish that make it look like a mini maxi scooter. The LED headlights and taillights give it a futuristic edge, and the overall design feels more refined, like it's ready to cruise downtown in style. It's lower to the ground, with a more laid-back riding position, perfect for someone who wants elegance over ruggedness. So, design-wise, it's adventure versus sophistication. Which vibe are you feeling? Alright, let's pop the hood, or well the seat, and talk performance. Both the ADV 160 and PCX 160 are powered by the same 156.9cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder ESP Plus engine. That's 4 valves, fuel injection, and a smooth automatic transmission. On paper, they're twins, pumping out around 15.8 horsepower and 14.7 Newton-meter of torque. So whether you're zipping through traffic or cruising at a steady pace, they've got nearly identical grunt. But here's where the story shifts a bit. The ADV 160's tuned for versatility, with its higher ground clearance, 165mm, compared to the PCX's 134mm. It's better suited for uneven roads or the occasional dirt path. I took it over some rough patches, and it handled them like a champ thanks to its beefier Showa suspension. The PCX, though, it's all about that silky smooth city ride. Its suspension, 31mm telescopic forks up front and dual rear, shocks, absorbs potholes well, but it's not as plush over bigger bumps. Plus, the PCX feels a tad more nimble in tight traffic, while the ADV's wider handlebars give you more control on trickier terrain. One cool feature they both share is Honda Selectable Torque Control, or HSTC. It's like traction control for scooters. Keeps the rear wheel from slipping on wet or slick surfaces. You can turn it off on the ADV if you're feeling adventurous, which is a nice touch. Fuel efficiency? Honda claims the ADV gets about 134 mpg, while the PCX is slightly thriftier thanks to its lighter weight. Real-world difference? Negligible. So, performance-wise, it's a tie on power, but the ADV edges out for versatility, while the PCX shines in urban agility. Now, let's geek out on the tech. Both scooters come loaded with modern goodies. First, the smart key system. Wave goodbye to fumbling with keys. You just walk up, and the scooter's ready to go. There's an answer-back feature to flash the lights if you lose it in a parking lot, plus anti-theft protection. Both also rock full LED lighting, headlights, tail lights, even the turn signals, keeping you visible and cutting energy use. The dashboards? Both are digital LCDs, but the ADV's got a reverse polarity display. Dark background, white text. It's readable, but in super bright sunlight. It's not as crisp as the PCX's monotone LCD, which I found a bit easier on the eyes. The ADV does throw in a traction control toggle, which the PCX has too, but it feels more at home on the adventure-focused ADV. Braking's where they split a bit. The ADV 160 comes with single-channel ABS on the front wheel, great for confident stops on sketchy surfaces. The PCX 160 also offers ABS in its top trim, but lower variants might stick with a combi brake system. If safety's your priority, go for the ABS versions of either. Oh, and the ADV's got an anti-theft alarm as standard. Nice bonus, tech perks. Both have a USB charging port and a front cubby, perfect for keeping your phone juiced. The ADV's windscreen adjusts to 2 positions without tools, which is clutch for wind protection. The PCX's is fixed, but it's still decent for city speeds. Feature-wise, they're neck and neck, with the ADV slightly ahead for adventure ready. Extras. Alright, let's get practical. Scooters are all about convenience, right? Storage is a big deal here. The ADV 160 boasts 30 liters under the seat, enough for a full-face helmet and some extras. The PCX 160, it's got 28 liters in some markets, but the 2025 model might match the ADV's 30 liters depending on your region. Check your local specs. Both have a 2-liter front compartment, but the ADV's feels a tad roomier for small stuff like gloves or a wallet. Fuel tanks? The ADV's got 8.1 liters, just a hair more than the PCX's 8 liters. Pair that with their stellar mileage, and you're looking at over 200 miles of range on either. Perfect for daily commutes or weekend jaunts. Refueling's easy too, with the tank under the floorboard on the ADV and a pop-up cap on the PCX. Comforts where they diverge. The ADV's seat height is 30.1 inches, accessible but taller than the PCX's 30 inches or so. The ADV's upright. Riding position and wider bars feel natural for longer rides or rougher roads. The PCX, though, is like sitting on a couch, super relaxed, with more legroom and a cushier saddle. For city hopping, the PCX wins on comfort. For mixed terrain, the ADV's posture keeps you in control. Let's talk cash. The 2025 Honda ADV 160 starts at $4,499 MSRP in the US, plus a $600 destination charge, bringing it to about $5,099 out the door. The 2025 PCX 160, it's a bit lighter on the wallet at $4,149 MSRP, plus $600, totaling around $4,649. That's a $350 gap. In other markets like the Philippines, the ADV's around 160,900 peso, while the PCX is 131,900 peso, a bigger difference, but still favoring the PCX for budget buyers. So, what do you get for the extra dough with the ADV? Higher ground clearance, better suspension, and that adventure-ready design. The PCX counters with sleek style, a smoother city ride, and a lower price tag. Value-wise, it's about what you need: rugged utility or urban efficiency. Time to pick a winner. This was tough. Both. Scooters are fantastic in their own lanes. If you're all about city cruising, want a stylish ride that's easy on the wallet, and don't need to tackle rough roads, the 2025 Honda PCX 160 is your champ. It's comfy, agile, and gives you premium vibes for less cash. But if you crave versatility, maybe you've got bumpy streets, gravel paths, or just love that rugged look, the 2025 Honda ADV 160 takes the crown. It's built tougher, handles more, and feels like a mini adventure bike. For me, the edge goes to the ADV 160. That extra ground clearance, beefier suspension, and go-anywhere attitude make it the more well-rounded pick, even if it costs a bit more. But honestly, you can't go wrong with either. So, which one's your winner? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more two-wheeled showdowns. Until next time, ride safe, and see you on the